The following episode of Almost Live was taped in front of a live audience. Except for that one individual sitting in the fourth row, 2 seats in from the aisle. Looks like he could be asleep, doesn't he? But notice on his chest, a tie pin. People don't wear tie pins much anymore, do they? Or hadn't you noticed? You see, that tie pin is actually a needle-thin dagger inserted between the 4th and 5th ribs directly into the heart. That guy's dead. How do I know? Because I am the stick pin murderer.
Hey, Jim, the toilet's backed up on the 3rd floor.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Gosh, it's been an interesting week. Our state legislature is in session. Not as interesting as what's going on at the other Washington, but you have to keep your eye on things. You know, laws passed, you don't even know about them until it's too late. You know, your car fails the emissions test and you see a guy reach for a whip. What's that? You know. When did that happen? It's right there on your form. Grab your ankles. Oh, my God. Got to read the election pamphlet, you know, my gosh, you know. You know, I want them to get tough on crime, just other people's crimes, you know. I'm just eccentric, you know, that's all right. Anyway, we wanted to give you some warning about the legislation that is pending right now in Olympia. This is very interesting. For example, House Bill 782 stipulates that local newscasts can no longer end their promos with the phrase, "The answer may surprise you." Driver's licenses will now let you specify what organ you want to donate and who you want to donate it to. That's right. House Bill 1033 requires all food service workers to log the number of Band-Aids they had on at the beginning and end of this. It's a health bill. Come on. House Bill 1012 requires all dogs to turn in a small circle a minimum of 3 times before lying down. The Fairness in Advertising Bill of 1999 would require Stephen Hawking to come in and calculate once and for all who really does sell the most mattresses in the Northwest. And, all right, well, the public wants to know. And finally, House Bill 1172 will officially change Tuckwilla's name to West Renton and Renton's name to South Bellevue. That's some very interesting legislation. We've got a great show for you tonight, and right now we'd like to catch up with an old friend who's been out of the headlines for a while to see what he's up to.
He was known as the Man of Steel, a superhuman character on the world stage. As the nation's most flamboyant crime fighter, he worked days in Metropolis. But as night fell, he flew over to Hollywood, where he was a regular on the party circuit.
Yeah, everybody wanted me at their parties. I went to them. You know, I could save people all day and party all night. I was indestructible.
As a certified member of the Rat Pack, he partied with Frank and Sammy and was briefly linked to Marilyn Monroe. But when Sinatra commanded, "Lose that fruity outfit," Superman found a better fit. In the wild world of rock and roll, which culminated in his short-lived marriage to Cher.
She liked the idea that I could fly. And that's my theory, that Sonny, even after they were divorced, was trying to prove to her that he could fly when he hit that tree.
Back in Metropolis, the crime fighting was taking its toll.
And people thought I was, you know, just being modest or something when I'd save somebody and then I'd fly away. When in fact I was terribly uncomfortable in my own indestructible skin.
He was cracking. He was starting to get this tick right in his left eye, you know.
To ease the pressure, he turned to cocaine. Lots of it.
Yeah, back in those days, it took a whole room of cocaine to get me off. I couldn't afford that on a reporter's salary.
The partying continued.
He'd go to these parties, and we'd get on Bruce Willis, like, well, can you do this? And he'd just bend the steel, and Bruce, of course, couldn't bend the steel, and we'd get asked to leave.
As the high life got higher, he switched from cocaine to the hard stuff. Kryptonite.
You know, my friends on Earth here, they used it and didn't seem to bother them. Of course, they were from the Earth. I forgot that. And I just started using it more and more and more. And I've always figured, well, I can quit the kryptonite anytime I want and my powers will come back. And then one day they didn't.
And he was jumping off the curb saying, see, I can still fly a little bit. I can still fly a little bit.
The man who used to save the world couldn't save himself. But his fortunes took a turn when a pizza was delivered by a very special woman.
I just saw, he seemed like a little boy who needed to be, who just needed needed a hug. Needed to be told that he's okay. He doesn't have to be super. He can just be man.
2 days later, Superman announced he was entering the Betty Ford Center. Now sober, he experiences life with no superpowers.
Yeah, I still fly. On airplanes now, like everybody else. And I'm okay with that. I mean, what are you going to do?
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we're coming right back.
Hi. We want to thank you all for coming to our first TCI Public Forum, and boy, there are sure a lot of you here. We're just delighted at the turnout, and I must say a lot of you look very angry, and I don't blame you. To come all this way and you can't even get a seat. Well, it's nice to have you here. Let's just get started on your questions and comments. And remember, as much as we enjoy hearing flattery at TCI, we'd also like to get any input on how we might do an even better job serving you. Yes, sir.
Are you putting us on?
Oh, no. We feel that no matter how good a job we're doing, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me tell you how you could improve.
Okay.
Let's see. How about by giving us the freaking channels that every other cable system had 20 years ago and that you promised to have by now? Huh? How about that, you monopolistic moron?
You want more channels? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we want more channels. That's why we're all here. We all want more channels.
Oh, boy, I wish I'd known that before. Oh, okay, good comment. Next, please.
Yeah, I was wondering how you extend cable to a second outlet.
Well, sir, to do that, you'd need a splitter, but it's best to call and have one of our TCI repairmen do it.
I am a TCI repairman.
You must be new, then.
No.
Well, you'll probably want to get out on that service call.
What's the hurry?
That's a good point. Anyway, let's take the next question.
Yeah, last night I went to watch Bong Hits on Public Access.
Oh, yeah. That's a great show, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's awesome. But I couldn't find it.
Well, that's strange. It was on at 9:30.
No, man, I couldn't find my bong.
Oh, well, that's a good point. You know something? I'm going to suggest that we come out with a TCI bong that comes with your bill every month.
All right. Oh, cool. All right. Okay, something else. You billed me for a call to Montana that I never made that.
I believe you're thinking about MCI. See, we're TCI, man.
TCI. Oh yeah. Okay. So you're all right. You're the one with the bongs, right? Okay. Do you have one?
No, but we'll send you one. Right
Great.
quick.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go watch TV.
All righty, good.
Okay.
Wonderful. And next, please.
Yeah, I originally signed up for TCI because I wanted to watch the Gandhi Marathon on the World Peace and Brotherhood channel.
Oh, that is a wonderful channel.
Yeah, but 2 days later it was replaced by the Hustler Outtakes channel.
Well, that's a wonderful channel, too.
You know, that's great, but I don't
You're
want
going to enjoy it a lot, ma'am. Thanks for coming tonight. Next, please.
Yeah, if I order digital cable, will I be able to see the naked people on public access more clearly?
You bet you will.
Oh, then I don't want it.
Fine. We aim to please the TCI. Yes.
Yeah, I just want you to know that if you don't improve fast, I'm gonna get a satellite dish.
Oh, those are great. I've got one of those. You're going to love it.
You mean you don't have TCI?
Oh, hell no. That's a good one. Next question, please.
Okay. All right. I just remembered my cat was against the wall when your installer drilled the hole. So, like, you know, he kind of like spun around like that. All right, and now he acts real weird.
Well, we'd be glad to get you a new cat, ma'am.
Oh, great. Thank you. And a bong?
And a bong, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am, you, please.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a month for someone to come and hook my cable up.
Well, sure, I've got just the guy. Delmar, could you come out here, please? Delmar, you'll hook her up, won't you?
Sure, I'll hook her up.
But don't forget, Delmar always needs to use the bathroom, don't you, Delmar?
Yeah, I always gotta go.
Yeah.
Hard to hold all that Dr. Pepper.
You like your Dr. Pepper, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you don't aim too well, though, do you, Delmar?
No. I don't aim too good.
So when do you want Delmar to come out, ma'am?
Forget it. I'll just keep watching Northwest Afternoon.
Okay, you do that. That's all the time we have for tonight, but be sure to join us again in 5 years when we do it all again. Good night.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
This is the Late Report. Well, United Airlines has called Boeing's pilot training program for new jets extremely poor and termed Boeing dysfunctional. Boeing responded to the criticism by getting drunk, crying, and banging on the United Airlines bedroom window at 3 in the morning. The Bothell City Council is considering changing the city's slogan they've had for years, Bothell for a day or a lifetime. The favorite suggestion so far is Bothell. Just keep going, we'll tell you why later. Seattle Sonic Olden Polynice, who has a free throw career average of 50%, has promised to give $25,000 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation if he doesn't shoot at least 75% this season. In a related story, the Make-A-Wish Foundation has found a terminally ill child. Unfortunately, his only wish is to see Olden Polynice spend the entire season on the bench. The Seattle PI is soliciting first kiss stories from its readers for an upcoming Valentine's Day feature. Similarly, The Stranger is soliciting their readers for stories about the first time they were tied up and spanked. Yeah. Jerry Lewis fans are still fuming that except for former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, the Seattle Celebrity Forum has canceled Lewis and all the rest of its originally scheduled speakers. The good news for Lewis fans, Thatcher plans to wear fake buck teeth and do a silly walk up to the podium. A Port Angeles doctor who was found not guilty of killing his wife by reason of insanity last year wants to have his medical license reinstated. When asked about the wisdom of this action, the doctor said, "Hey, it was my wife who was making me insane. With her out of the picture, I'm ready to go." Well, February is National Black History Month, and here with a report is our own David Scully. David?
Thank you, John. I've spent the past 4 weeks putting this story together about Black History Month. I've been getting people's reactions around town. So if we can roll the tape, Steve?
David, I'm sorry. We seem to be experiencing technical difficulties. Hang on, we're almost ready.
Since our time's limited, David, why don't you just, give us a rough idea of the kinds of things that people were saying until the tape's ready? Like, who'd you talk to?
Well, a lot of people, John, black and white, young and old.
But, what kinds of things did they have to say about Black History Month?
Well, I can't just tell you, John. I have to show you.
Well, go ahead.
Well, before I started gathering reactions, I decided to get a little background information on Black History Month. Professor Wigwack, why does Black History Month take place during February, the shortest month of the year? What many people don't remember, David, is that Black History Month originally started as Negro History Week, which took place in February to commemorate the birthdays of both Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. It only became Black History Month in 1976. Now, I predict that since the story about Thomas Jefferson having children with his African-American slave Sally Hemings came out, more African-Americans will seek out their white relatives. And will white Americans search for their African-American relatives? Well, no, of course not. Trial lawyer Tyrell Briggs had this reaction. After Washington State voted against affirmative action, how can we even think of celebrating? Well, did you vote, my brother? No, man, but that's not the point. Chris Rock, what will you be doing during Black History Month?
I'll keep playing both fields like I always do. On the one hand, I will tell white America that I would join the Ku Klux Klan, while on the other hand, I'll tell black America that I ain't saying that O.J. killed Nicole, but I understand. And in my spare time, I ask God for forgiveness.
Folks in the more rural areas about town had these thoughts about Black History Month.
I mean, do you gotta have the whole month? I mean, we don't have a White History Month.
No, you had a White History Century.
Now, don't you get militant on me. I didn't enslave your people.
Preacher Reverend Luther Tibbs, do you have a prayer for Black History Month?
Oh, yes. Forgive them, O Lord, for making it the shortest month of the year. Forgive them, O Lord, for putting Chris Rock in whiteface. Forgive them, O Lord, for bringing up O.J. in our face every time they get mad. And lastly, Lord, please forgive them for thinking that Driving Miss Daisy, Gone with the Wind, and Porky and Bess had any black fans. Hallelujah!
Letitia Washington, a first grader at Wing Luke Elementary School, had this reaction.
Man, what is the big deal? I make Black history every day.
Deepak Chopra, give us your spiritual feelings about Black History Month. Well, you need to ask yourself how you feel about Black History Month, David. This device of releasing all of your frenetic voices under the pretense of technical difficulties is very, very sad. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. James Brown, godfather of soul, would you like to add anything?
Man, the word black has always gotten a bad rap. Black market, black out, black bald, black male, black hole, black sheep, black Monday, black ice, black eye, and black plague. But during Black History Month, we'll all, and Maisie, all be in the black. Kumbaya. Ah!
And that ends my report on Black History Month.
Well, thank you, David. Thank you very much. David Scully. Finally, the Bremerton-Seattle car ferry and foot ferry both broke down last week, prompting commuters to complain bitterly and sign petitions for better service. Their actions brought quick response with the announcement of the new TCI ferry service. This has been a late report. Thank you. We'll be right back.
enter.
What?
Enter. You have to hit enter.
Enter. Where's that?
Enter. The button enter? Enter. Right there.
What?
Correct. Correct.
Correct.
No. That's cancel. Don't hit that. The white button. Yeah.
Come on!
Where's my money?
Well, your balance says you don't have enough money.
You're
you
done.
can't take anything out. Sorry.
Oh, you know, I was making a deposit. That's what I meant to do. Does anybody have a pen?
Oh, God.
All right, see you next week. Bye-bye.